Hey, it's Dave from the Redneck Garage. I'm out driving to my next call. Rekia House. How exciting. But I thought I would give you an update, an overview, an idea of what's going on at the Redneck Garage as far as this frame on this freaking TJ. I've got repair parts ordered, and I've read the manual on how to do it and all that, so I've got a pretty good idea of what's going to be required. Now, one of the things that's going to make it a lot easier is I need to take off the gas tank. Take the gas tank out, take it out of the way. It'll allow me to get up in there a little bit easier. And since you're going to be doing a lot of welding back there, no chance of sparks. The other thing would be I ordered a new fuel pump. I'm going to install a new fuel pump while I've got the tank off, clean the tank off, get it ready to reinstall. But that'll be nice to work on the frame without the gas tank in the way. So that's what we're going to be doing. I got it jacked up in there, and we're going to start cutting out the bad pieces. See where it goes from there. Clean it up.
The disturbing footage you're about to see is road bombs created by the nasty deer. Bambi doesn't live here anymore. These nasty deer wait to run out into the middle of the road to cause damage to your vehicle and kill you.
Okay, just a few thoughts. One of the reasons that our Jeep frames rust out is because of the salt that is put on the roads for ice and inclement weather up north. Sodium chloride or calcium chloride is spread all over, and it does save lives, but it does mess up our Jeeps. If you look at like bridges, it actually destroys bridges where that salt water gets down. Anywhere there's metal, it acts as like a magnifier for the rust itself. If you look at a Jeep frame, it's actually rusting from the inside out for the most part, where it's trapped mud, dirt, garbage is inside the frame, and it soaks up that brine solution, and it just creates this magnified effect of rusting from the inside out. So that's what you're usually seeing. You'll get some rust on the outside, but the real damage is from the inside going to the out because all that stuff is stuck down in the frame and it has nowhere else to go. All right, so if you're a Wrangler owner, you may be asking yourself, is my Jeep going to rust? And the answer is absolutely. But there's a lot of things you can do to prevent the rust, slow it down, and prevent it from destroying your Jeep, kind of like this one is. The way the Jeep was designed is the frame keeps all that silt and stuff in there. And if you go four-wheeling, it gets up in the frame and it creates this silt in there that holds in all that moisture. What you want to do is either take a pressure washer, or you can even go to like one of the quarter car washes and spray the frame out of your Jeep. You can also use treatments like POR 15, or I prefer Chassis Saver paint on the outside, and Eastwood we're going to be using a product on the inside of the frame. So there's a lot you can do to prevent it from rusting itself out, but the main thing is getting that salt out of the frame and keeping dirt and silt from building up in there and holding that moisture in, because Jeeps have an issue with not draining as well as some of the other frames that are made. Okay, so you can see the extent of the rust, and the next steps we're going to do is we're going to be taking the gas tank off, taking this back bumper off, and that's going to open it up, jack it up, get the tire off. Okay, so then we're at to our frame. What you do with these safety caps is you basically cut off the worst part of the metal going up the frame rail, right? And clean it all out, grind it off, and then you're ready to install your safety cap. So after you cut off the bad sections of the frame that are in the bottom, you can see right here where it's rusted all the way through. Cut that off, and then you're going to slide your safety cap over it, right? And it's just sitting here now. And then you're going to re-weld this up, and that will strengthen the frame for future use, and then we're going to treat it and everything. But that's really cool. I'm going to heat up these bumper bolts and see if I can pop that rust off and get those bolts out. To take off the bumper, and then we're going to cut off this rear section here. It actually isn't too rusted off. It looks like it's in pretty good shape where the bumper was, so that's cool. We're going to get this bumper off, and then we're going to go from there. Okay, the fuel tank's off. Probably have to get a couple new straps. These look pretty bad. I had to end up cutting the ends of the bolts off because they were just so rusted up. And these, and if you look at this, this is what we're talking about with the Wranglers retaining crap if you don't spread out once in a while. Look at all this dirt and crap in the where the gas tank goes. I've ordered a new one of these because it was so rusted out. You can see in the back where all this crap is laid in there that is rusting the there we go, rusted this out right where it holds up the gas tank. So I got a new one of these coming. They're about $100. There's no fixing this one. Just that salt and stuff gets up in there, and then I got to get those bolts out. But I'm probably going to take a Sawzall and just cut this plate off where I can get to those bolts a little bit easier. Put some penetrating oil on them, and then we'll be ready to start working on the inside of the frame. You can kind of see where we're at there. Where I started cleaning off this side of the frame, it actually looks really nice. The parts that aren't rusted out, see near the top, right? This is what we're going to be welding to. The spring support doesn't look too bad. That looks nice. I got to get some of this stuff off, but overall, man, I'm pretty happy with the progress so far today. And there she is. I'm surprised it hadn't rusted out before now, but I'm glad I went ahead and ordered a new one. I am going to have to order a couple more gas tank straps. The gas tank itself should be fine, and we have a new fuel pump to go ahead and put in while we got it out. We have to replace that return line. You can see right there, it's just rusted completely out. Okay, so I thought I'd give you a little shot underneath. And there's the frame that we're going to be replacing right here. It's rusted out. But the crossbeam we're going across is in relatively good shape. I won't have to replace it. I just need to treat it. I'll take this piece here where the... I'll knock that back. Here's the new fuel line that they put on, but they didn't replace the return line for some reason. I guess they really didn't care. I seriously doubt if they've ever checked the fluids in the rear end. Okay, so it's starting to warm up out here, and it actually feels pretty nice. It's getting close to maybe 55 degrees, but we got a lot accomplished on the Jeep, and it is beer time. And when you're fat, like me, you drink Michelob Ultra because it doesn't matter about the taste, now it's about the carbs. We got a lot accomplished today. We got the gas tank off, started cleaning the frame, assessing the damage, and I'm very confident we're going to be able to repair this frame. Now, just one other note, if you looked at that gas tank when we took it off, you can see all the crap that was up in there, and that's why these things rust. That's the biggest example, is all that dirt and stuff. You can tell that nobody ever took a pressure washer and just sprayed in between the plastic gas tanks and the metal thing, because that had 10 pounds of crap in it. So, if you want to drive your Wrangler and never clean the frame, just keep driving it, and eventually the frame will be gone. But if you do a little bit of maintenance and you clean up and you maybe spray some of this internal frame coating that we're going to test out here, guess what? It's going to be around for a long time. I'm going to go take a shower because I am dirty filthy from working on this thing, and I've got some stuff to do with Jennifer. But I'm pretty excited that we're getting to this point that we can actually start doing the repairs on it and the assessment's over. We're just going to keep on keeping on, putting on the safety cap repair kits and do a little welding. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.